Hey, what's up guys? My name, as we all know by now, is Hunter, and for today I'm going to be doing the Models I Refuse to Buy tag. This tag was created by Breyer Trot, so all credits go to her. I'll leave the link to her video down in the description for you guys to check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Now, without further ado, I can't believe I just said that, I will now list off the models/molds that I refuse to buy. So the first one is Simba, or any on that mold. I know that Simba isn't the mold name, but I figured you guys would get the point. Personally, I'm just not a big fan of the mold, and it's just, I don't know, it's just not me. I'm not a big fan of vintage models, and I'm not hating on them, I just don't particularly like them. So personally, I don't necessarily like the mold as much as other people do, but that's just me. Next I have is the cigar mold. Now, I know a lot of collectors particularly really like this mold. I myself just can't seem to get into it as much. I find he's too long and he would take up too much space, and I'm not a big fan of his pose and that kind of stuff. I also hate it because I really like Sato. Like, I love his colors and I really like the horse. I just wish they put him on a different mold. If anything, Sato would be the only horse that I got on that mold, because I'm sorry, Sato is just gorgeous. So if anything, Sato would be the deal breaker. Even if I couldn't get Sato, like the actual Sato model, I might actually see if I could get someone to custom him on a different mold. I don't know, I just really love the colors of Sato, and he's such a unique looking horse, and I love Sato, I just don't like the cigar mold that much. But no hate to people who do, don't worry. Next I have is the Running Stallion mold. He was introduced back in 1968, so he's nothing new. And I'm gonna be blunt here, I know it's old, but it's just so ugly. I mean, for being that old and Breyer still being relatively new at the time, the models were good. It's just looking back at how much they've changed and gotten better over the years now versus then, it's just I could never really picture myself getting any vintage models. But I'm not saying any hate towards them, I think vintage models are pretty cool, it's just I personally am not that big into them. I also couldn't not have this mold on this list. I just can't with this horse, and like I said, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I could never bring myself to spend any bit of money on him. He's just not my cup of tea. I am sorry. For my fourth horse or mold on this list is Midnight Sun, or the Tennessee Walking Horse mold. Again, this is just another one I just can't with. Nope. It looks so deformed and abnormal, and I hate what they do to make the horses perform that big lick pose. I hate it with a passion. It makes me dislike the mold even more. It's just a big pass from me. Hell nah. No. Nope. No. I don't think there's enough times I can say no for that. No. And lastly on my list I have is Imperador, however you pronounce it. Again, it all comes down to looks, and I'm very picky with that when it comes to my models. I'm just not a fan of the mold and how he looks. I'm kind of on and off with him, but I'm more towards like the off side. He just seems very lanky and disproportionate to me, but I mean, it could just be the pictures of him because I've never actually seen him in person, but from what I've seen, I don't particularly like the mold as much, or the horse. I don't know, just not something for my collection. Now, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Going to make this list, I kind of realized there's a lot more models and molds than I thought I had. So I'll leave a list of the other ones that I didn't mention in this video down in the description. I thought to keep this video kind of on the shorter side. But yeah, so for those of you who care to know the other models or molds I refuse to buy, they'll be down in the description, like I just said. I have a bad habit of repeating myself. God. Anyways, of course, if someone were to buy me any of these models, I would cherish them for life, but me personally, I would not spend my own money to get any of these models for myself. And again, I did not make this video to offend anybody, that was not my intention, so I truly apologize if I hurt anyone's feelings by saying my dislike to vintage models. I'm just not a fan of them, but I have no hate to anyone who likes them, so making sure that's clear. Now, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I'll leave the link to Breyer Trot's video down in the description for you guys to go see that, because she is the one who started this tag. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and especially so that I know. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to do so, as I post as often as I can. And also, before I end this video, I did make a new Instagram account that I'm going to be using just for my model horses, so I don't have to flood my personal account with all my ponies. So if you guys want to check that account out, I guess, I'll put the name of it down in the description for you guys to search it up and give it a follow. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. As I always say, stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. No, Spike, lay down, please. Thank you. Oh, you're so fat. You're so fat. This is why I can never make videos, because you're grumpy every single morning and have to growl and interrupt my shots.